कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्रीभागवत शरणं मम, श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्रीसूत शरणं मम, श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम, श्रीव्यास शरणं मम, श्रीनारद शरणं मम, श्रीकुमार शरणं मम, श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। 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 ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं भङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमः वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्तेन रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामोमुञ्चितकर्हिचित्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणमेकादशस्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अत एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः। We are reveling in trying to study Bhagavata Mahapurana. In that, Bhagavan Krishna's teachings of Bhagavata Dharma sadhanas. In that, Bhagavan is giving us the essence of all sadhanas simply to be done, in which he has included the Vedanta Darshana sadhanas also. Our job is to study them, get the information and inspiration, keep on doing till that yoga sthiti of Bhagavad Darshanam, Bhagavad Anubhuti happens. Now we have come up to the verse number 15, 16 and all. Let us chant from 15th onwards for few slokas. Then we see the meaning of this 29th chapter, 11th skandha. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Ekadasha Skandha. मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः एकत्रिंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच ॐ सर्वेष्वभीक्ष्णं मद्भावं पुंसो भावयतो अचिरात् स्पर्धासूयातिरस्काराः साहङ्कारा वियन्ति विसृज्य स्मयमानान् स्वान् दृशं व्रीडां च दैहिकीं प्रणमेत दण्डवद्भूमौ आश्वचाण्डालगोखरम् यावत् सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भावो नोपजायते तावदेवमुपासीत वाङ्मनः कायवृत्तिभिः सर्वं ब्रह्मात्मकं तस्य विद्ययात्ममनीषया परिपश्यन्नुपरमेत् सर्वतो मुक्तसंशयः अयं हि सर्वकल्पानां सद्ध्रीचीनो मतो मम मद्भावः सर्वभूतेषु मनोवाक्कायवृत्तिभिः न हि अंग उपक्रमे ध्वंसः मद्धर्मस्योद्धवान्वपि मया व्यवसितः सम्यक् निर्गुणत्वात् अनाशिषः यो यो मयि परे धर्मः कल्प्यते निष्फलाय चेत् तदायासो निरर्थः स्यात् मयादेरिव सत्तम एषा बुद्धिमतां बुद्धिः मनीषा च मनीषिणां यत् सत्यम् अनृतेनेह मर्त्येनाप्नोति मामृतम् एष ते अभिहितः कृत्स्नः ब्रह्मवादस्य संग्रहः समासव्यासविधिना देवानाम् अपि दुर्लभः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। What a beautiful, simple but complete teachings for Adhyatmika sadhana. So we have seen this mantra number ki what do we have to see in the 15th one is what? Sadhana to be done what? Ki sarveshu abhikshnam madbhavam bhavayataha. Abhikshnam means continuously, all the time. Sarveshu means all the being. Madbhavam bhavayataha. Only visualizing Paramatma's presence. Repeatedly so much that Paramatma's presence visualizing is predominant. Not other than Paramatma, called as Maya Kruta Rupanamadi Upadhi. And what should be its consequence if at all we have really practiced it? The consequence is, because one Paramatma alone we are seeing everywhere, the earlier non positive negative problems in the mind of visualizing world and worldly things and beings in a sense of separation or differentiation or comparison, all that should go away. The sadhana to be done is to see Lord everywhere. Whether the sadhana is happening or not, what is the proof of it inside? The proof of it is Smardha Suya Tiraskara Sahankara Vyantihi. So any type of ahamkara in us goes away. Because I have seen, I have known, I have practiced, everywhere out and inside is Paramatma only. In me also, right from the Asankalpita Pratikara and also Dehadi Sanchalana Charyas or the Kriyas, including the Ahankara in me, taking the Sankalpa with the Mana, doing Nischaya with the Buddhi, with the help of the earlier Jnanam of the Chitta, when it is acting in the world through the prana shakti and indriyas and deha, all of that also by same Paramatma. When it is done, other than being a functional entity, I am not at all there as an ahankari. That is a very essential thing, it has to happen. That's called as ahankara viyanti. Along with that, when I myself am not a specified, solidified, differentiated, separated ahankara, how can I see others also as specified, solidified, differentiated ahankara? I won't see others. Only when I see myself as a individual, then only I will see others also as another individual. Then only all the inside mind problems come. The first and foremost basic problems. Basing on that only the secondary problems come. The basic primary problems that come in the mind, when I see myself as a entity separate from God, when I see you also as separate entity from the God, are spardha, asuya, tiraskar. Somebody is equivalent to me, somebody is higher than me, somebody is lower than me. From here only, the jealousies, the angers, the vengeances, the thoughts to pull the other person down or destroy him, by hook or crook defeat him, all these manopravritis followed by the actions through the senses or the vani, which all is called as samsara, giving us further, what I say, the narakadi yonis, all of them won't be there. Not only this, Spardhasya Taraskara, non-positive, even the positive things of the attractions or the attachments, undue value giving to anyone beyond the Vyavaharika Dharma, all of them go away. Myself also, I see only a functional ego, not beyond that. The functional ego, functional faculties working for Vyavahara. Technically, it's called in Vedanta or Yoga Bhasha. We are studying, no? Patanjali Yoga Sutra we started, called as Vritti Vyapti. Vrittis are expressed for the function. But the ego ego precipitated, a specific ego precipitated, which considers itself as special, separate from other egos, and also for Bhagavan, that is called a phala vyapti, that will not be there. This is most beautiful thing if it happens, then our sadhana of seeing Bhagavan everywhere is fulfilled. And what is the siddhi? Always we are in the Bhagavan's anubhuti, in the heart. And when it comes to Vyavahara, which is in Yoga Bhasha called as Utthana Dasha, Nirodha and Utthana Dasha. In the Chittavritti Nirodha Dasha, you are one with Paramatma Anubhuti. When we are in the Utthana Dasha, we only as a functional entity, more than that, we are not such a strong ego to see others also as egos, thus create a variety of relativity, as a result of which continuing the Spardha, Asvaya, Tiraskara is zero हो जाता है. Imagine a जीवन मुक्त. how he is seeing the entire universe. He is in the Brahmanubhuti and Brahman is one without second. Ekameva Advayam. See, morning in our Taitriyam, how many quotations are given by Siddhanti. When he is seeing Sarvavyapaka Brahma, then like he is a functional entity, others also functional entity in that play of the Paramatma's Maya Shakti. For the sake of play, those differences. They are all in the scheme of the totality, have their role to play. There is nothing lower, nothing higher, nothing smaller, nothing greater. Like in a car's engine or any two-wheeler's engine, there may be small bearings in size, छोटा ही होते हैं. There may be big, most sophisticated engine material. Then is there any comparison, competition between them? Cannot be, because all of them are parts of the same car doing the individual work for the total car to sustain or to function. Imagine that point. In the same way, whether it is a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shura, Varna, or is Brahmachari, Gastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, Ashrama, and in today's parlance, whether the ministers or municipal councillors or ordinary voters of the citizen of the country, a rich person, poor person, all of them are kevala functional differences only. We have already done the practice of seeing one common Paramatma in all of them. Therefore, towards everyone, divine drishti will be there, not the drishti of separation. First of all, I myself consider not other than Paramatma. Therefore, I also see everyone as expression of Paramatma. Then, when you don't see Paramatma, the negativities that are born, called as Paradasuya, Tiraskara, Ahankara, creating the samsara, it will not be there. He is expressing Jivan Mukta Sthiti through him. He is in the Anubhava of Paramatma only. Note this point. Till this happens, Pardasuya, Tiraskara, Sahankara, Aviyanti totally go away. You have to go on Avishnam Sarveshu Madbhavam Bhavayataha. Keep on doing Bhagavad Bhava in all. And all masala problem is there where it is in the Antakaran only because of wrong practices. For many years or millions of lives, those strong wrong vasanas are made. Like बीस साल से सिगरेट पी रहे हैं, तो दैट इज सच ए स्ट्रॉन्ग हैबिट. 20 साल से झूठ बोलते जा रहे हैं, इट इज नॉट इजी टू गिव इट अप. इट ड्रिंक्स. और 20 साल से या 30 साल से any of those habits developed, they become so stronger, especially the negative ones. In the same way, these the vision of seeing the world as separate from Lord, consequently creating spardha suyavas from so many lives going on, all that is making this world as if real. Then the comparisons, competitions, then quarrels and miseries, all of them are uncalled for. That is a great drishti. Like in my own deha, I see every part. There is no spardha between any of the parts. There is no asuya between any parts. There is no tiraskara between any parts. There is no vishesha ahankara in any parts. I too have never heard in my body, heart is saying that it is me I am pumping the blood, therefore I am more important than any one of you. I have never said the stomach saying if I don't digest the food, you would never get the energy. I never heard that blood saying it is me who are the one doing the work of circus, supplying all energy. I have never heard the eyes saying it's me who am looking at, therefore you are able to move. The legs never said कि मैं चल रहा हूँ इसलिए पूरा देह चल रहा है. See, because in and through all parts, I one self is permeating. The total body is for a purpose, it is playing its role. For the body's sustenance, these parts are required. So they are functionally different. Other than that, they don't have a specific individuality to differentiate from the other parts as a total they have. Remove one part and keep it away. Will it work? It can't work. Therefore, it has its sustenance only in coordination with other parts and total they have. Here also, we are all there in this world as a playthings in the hands of the Lord to accomplish His work, whatever. That is said as Varnashrama Dharma. Akarte jo. I am in the Atmanubhuti, Brahmanubhuti. This Upadhi Bhagavan puts any of the Varna Ashrama. According to that, what Dharma is to be done, that is done. Lesser than that, more than that. No thinking at all in me. Where is samsara batao? And Dehadi Upadhi Samasyas will not be there for two reasons. One, I am not identifying with them. Second is Yogakshema Mahamyaham. That Samashti takes care of the West. वो ऑटोमेटिक हो जाता. More and more we have to spend time to contemplate on these things along with practicing them. Again and again we have to look into our heart. Are these two things happening in my life? One, am I seeing Lord everywhere? Therefore, there is nobody toward whom I have spardha. Again, these two things. Am I seeing the Lord everywhere? Therefore, has that asuya of mine toward the people higher than me zerofied, removed or not? So too, am I seeing the Lord everywhere? Consequently, am I totally free from doing tiraskara to the people who are functionally, seemingly lesser than me? Am I maintaining my specific ego, individuality? If I am doing it so, it is wrong. I am one, the self, all where, all places there. This is one of the top shlokas. Beautiful is beautiful. इति सर्वाणि नहीं सर्वेषु अभीक्ष्ण मद्भावम पुंस भावयतः पुंसा अचिरात् स्पर्धासु या तिरस्कारा साहंकारा वियन्ति ही. Then see that mind where only divine thoughts are there, divine devotions are there, divine love is there, divine respects are there. How beautiful would be that love, that joy. Anybody I am seeing, anything I am seeing as divine, and divine I have devotion for. I am devotedly looking at that one. क्या आनंद है देखो अंतःकरण का. Instead of developing that through sadhana, what are we feeling? Nonsense. You know, strengthening our ego, strengthening our identity with all our, not only the Panchakosha Upadhi, but through the Manabuddhi Upadhi, whatever the talents, knowledges, whatever the abilities we gain, positions in the world, identifying with them, strengthening that identity. My doctor, who, my lawyer, my engineer, my ye who, oh who. These are all the outer upadhis gained through the inner upadhi and identifying with them and looking at others. See, two doctors themselves are jealous with each other. यार कैसे असूया हो सकता है? Two lawyers, doctor and lawyer, all of them have asuya with other fellows. And two sadhus, sannyasis, for various reasons and identities and differentiations. Asuya? Hare Ram, 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 Ram. Spardha, Asuya, Tiraskara. Hey Bhagavan, please bless me. See to you only, to see you only everywhere, so that not even iota of these four things are in my life. Therefore, what is moksha? Spardha, Asuya, Tiraskara, Rahityam. Why these four things of bandhanam comes to us? We recognize and accept the world as separate from Paramatma and separate from each other. That's called Bheda Drushti. How to eliminate the samsara? When you drop Spardha, Suya, Tiraskara, Ahankara. How to do that? The Karana of the Bheda Drushti is removed. The Bheda Drushti is removed along with the Karanam. How? By visualizing Bhagavan only everywhere. Is seeing Bhagavan everywhere is a jhota practice? No, it is a fact. In the Bhagavan, seeing many and giving reality to that many and forgetting the Bhagavan, this is Papa, this is Moha, this is Maya, it is self-cheating, this is the cause of problem, this is the wrong thing. Therefore, that has to be packed and thrown or replaced by seeing Bhagavan. And how Bhagavan, we told yesterday, Sachidananda Rupena Bhagavan is there, as well as the Maya is also Bhagavan ka hai, unse separate nahi hai. From the Maya only, entire Rupa, Nama, Stula, Sukshma, Karana, Veshti, Sameshti, put together is called as world, are expressed. I am Veshti, totally Sameshti. And in me there is Stula Deha, Sukshma Deha, Karana Deha. So to Sameshti mein Stula, Sukshma, Karana. This is what is called the entire world or universe. All of them are from Maya. Maya is not separate from Paramatma. Therefore, Upadhi Drishtya, also everything is Paramatma. Upadhi, illuminator Drishtya, sustaining Drishtya, substratum ke Drishtya se bhi, it is one Paramatma only. Then where was that differences, separations, which created Spardha, Suya, Tiraskara? In the ignorance. Of what? Of one Lord permeating everywhere. Therefore, what to do? Theoretically and practically, the one Lord permeating everywhere, practice let us do. Till we establish in that. At the most, the references are seen only for function. See, my little finger, my ring finger, my middle finger, my index finger, my thumb. When I specifically ask, I name all of them. Otherwise, put together my fingers. Thereafter, my arm it is called, my hand it is. Then my forearm, then my total hand. See, each individual, is it not merging in total? So, my body, in which all these are the parts. Only functionally, each finger is doing different work. Is there any time they are separate from total? Is there any spardha, asuya, teraskara between them? Illogical it is. Small finger, index finger, every one of them, they are there in their own position for their own work. There's no chance to compare to each other, because of which only spardha, asuya, teraskara happen. You cannot compare. That is why never see two things as separate and never compare them and create all this samsara. See the one principle, Paramatma, permeating through all of them. Only for functionally, for some time. You just say, use them for difference and immediately drop the differences, come to the oneness. Always stay in oneness. Everything is same Paramatma. Functionally, temporarily, for the time being, some differences are there. That's it. Be in that station. This is the jnanam. And this jnanam, till we establish in that, see to it that is practiced without slipping from it. Why do we slip? Because of earlier habits of seeing differences, comparing and making spardha swaya tiraskara. वो पूरा निकाल देना चाहिए. And it will happen when few lives we keep on practicing it. That is what those who practiced in the silent chambers of their meditation, when they awakened and came out of that meditational seat, they had no doubt that in whatever the form name it is there, it is one Paramatma only permeating. बी अटेंटिव बाबा. ये ज्ञान नहीं किया हमने प्रैक्टिस, तो न वेदांत का प्रैक्टिस हुआ, न इधर वी आर आध्यात्मिक साधकास, now we can get freed from the problems created by the imaginary projecting mana, supported by stupid intellect, again strengthened by the useless vasanas. Misguided by equally foolish people around who strengthen the multiplicity, duality, differentiations. Seeing differences is not wrong. Differentiating on the count of differences is Maya. Is called ignorance, is called the cause of samsara dukkha. Let this be 100 times repeated. उपाधियों के द्वारा देखने के कारण या परमात्मा के माया सृष्टि के कारण विश्व में वैविध्यता है. जितना भी वैविध्यता है, इस सब में नित्य निरंतर रहने रमने वाले परमात्मा एक ही है. मैं परमात्मा के दृष्टि में ही रहकर सब में एक परमात्मा को ही देखूंगा. केवल व्यवहार के समय उन चीजों से जो करना है वो करूंगा, अन्यथा मैं उनके अंदर किसी भी तरह का डिफरेंसेस को नहीं देखूंगा. See, in our body, everywhere I am there. With whatever the part I have to do, I am doing it. More than that, am I attending to each part of the body and separating it from the other things? Unless some disease comes there, problem comes there. No. Hands do the work, legs do the walking. What's the problem in that? See that very careful here. Hands work, hands lift the items and do the work. Legs do the walking. Was there in our whatever the number of years you are living, maybe your age is 297 years, let us say. So in your last 297 years, how many times there was Pardha Suya Teraskara between hands and legs? चल के दिखाओ तो चलने वाला मैं हूँ, इसलिए तेरे से इम्पोर्टेंट मैं हूँ. कभी पाँव जाकर हाथ से बोला क्या? हाथ ने कभी ऐसा, फिर उसके बाद सब काम मैं करता हूँ. देखो एवरी हाथ से गाड़ी मैं चलाता हूँ, स्पोर्ट्स मैं खेलता हूँ, कि कागज पे मैं ही लिखता हूँ, खाना मैं बनाता हूँ. सारा हाथ बताकर तुम क्या करे बताओ, ये करके दिखा तू. Did ever the hand say? We don't even remember. We just are involved in the work in which every part is doing their work and they are coordinated with each other. See that rhythm, see that synchronization, see that orchestration of every part of the body. This is called realization within my body in spite of differences. That the difference is not differentiated, there is no spardha asvaya taraskara. More than that, there is only one me permeating in every part of the body, every cell of the body. So the entire universe, one Paramatma alone is permeated. That is my own self. When it comes to the Vyavahara, why the Vyavahara is there in the Ishwarecha? If you don't need Vyavahara, you just close and be in the self. There's so many Mahatma yogis, they're only the conscious self till the body merges. Body's prarabdha is over. When the body falls down, their individuality, which is already merged in Paramatma called Jivan Mukti, now even the body को भी support करने की जरूरत नहीं है, they become Videha Mukta. In the consciousness में हो. That we can do. Clear? Or Ishwarecha say do. Or we ourselves can plan to execute plans of serving the world without missing our own sarvayapakatmanabhuti, without seeing the differences and differentiating. That is what a guru. Guru, when he is dealing with the other disciples and other workers, even there are animals in that ashram, there are all so many variety of things beings are there. What is Guru's vision when he is running a Gurukula? Imagine करो, जिनको scold करना है करेंगे, encourage करना है करेंगे, जिनको काम देना है दे देंगे. But in him, everyone is same Paramatma. Functionally differences are there. To get the works done, those type of orderings, disciplining are required. It's a very sublime thoughts. Day after tomorrow, you will see in our morning class how last point में the भाष्यकार concludes, oh my dear friend, तुम्हारा कोई भी कर्म मेरे आत्मा का न कोई ऐड करेगा न कोई बिगाड़ेगा. हमको तुमसे कोई लेना देना ही नहीं है. We are in the cell, that's it. It's a very peculiar state even to comprehend for a gross intellect. That is why nothing is added with karma to the self, nothing is deleted with the karma from the self. That self is Purnam. Purnadam, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnam, Purnasa Purnamada, Purnameva Vashishyate. Nobody can touch that Purnam. That is Atmanamurti. Any number of ornaments, is it touching the gold? Any number of pots, is it touching the mud? Any number of waves, are they touching, disturbing the water? In the same way, any number of multiplicity doesn't touch the substratum. Multiplicities are reality. When you think that, all problems cut. That is why in life, one of the most powerful practice of Vedanta you have to do is of the Alata Shanti. In the layman's language, वो ऐसा रखता है. हिंदी में सुनो, जो कुछ भी दुनिया इतना दिख रहा है, इसमें अपने आप का कुछ है ही नहीं है, जो कुछ है भगवान है. Like the cloth looking so substantial, doing its work of curtain, work of being a bed sheet. But is there anything called a cloth or bed sheet in it other than the thread? See those clothes, if you look at them, na, ये so closely knit होते हैं, you can't even imagine that there is a thread. But without the thread, can the clothes be made? Imagine, go further, can there be thread without cotton? Can there be the cotton without plant? Can there be plant without the earth? Earth without water, without fire, without air, without space, without mind, without consciousness? What is there other than conscious Paramatma in the universe? Batao. This knowledge which we are listening and forgetting should go on repeating. That is called Sarveshu Avekshnam Mad Bhavayam Bhavayataha. This is what is Bhagavata Dharma. Dharma is to be done. What we are doing, we are listening but not doing. That is why this knowledge is not stably staying with us. Because of whatever you they say the reasons, the desire, the vasanas, the outwardly attraction, the so-called duties, obligations. So again, in the world of multiplicity, we are jumping into and living that multiple world, living as a reality. Seriously, sincerely, everything of multiple world we are doing. वर्ल्ड्स मल्टीप्लिसिटी में जाकर फिर से हम हर एक चीज को इतना सीरियसली कर रहे हैं. अब देखो गाली दे रहा हूं मैं, हमको इतना भी शर्म नहीं आता कि अरे मैं जो वेदांत में पढ़ा सब एक ही परमात्मा है, उसको मैं याद ही नहीं कर रहा हूं. आई एम टेकिंग द वर्ल्ड अगेन एज रियल वर्ल्ड ऑफ मल्टीप्लिसिटी. We don't even remember it till we come again to the class or sit in front of the book. This is what we have to break. Is it not? Like a doctor when he is coming out of his room and house and entering into the hospital, will he not prepare himself outwardly and inwardly as a doctor and enters? No. If he forgets that he's doctor, he'll not go to hospital. He'll go somewhere whatever he remembers. And he forgets all his professional skills. He can't treat the patients. संभाल कर अपने वैद्य ज्ञान को वो ले जाता है कि नहीं? Same way, we are spiritual people. Our spiritual jnanam, that everything is one Paramatma, that we should not live in the book and go outside with our earlier ignorance. We have to carry this knowledge wherever we go. First of all, we should not go anywhere. Be in the self, doing only the abhyasa of aham brahmasmi, aham atmasmi, all that. If at all any urgent work comes, don't leave this and go. Carry this behind, outside, play the natak. नाटक करना तो आता ही हमको. आजकल तो सब बड़े लोगों को लेकर बाहर नाटक से नमस्कार करते हैं, अंदर तो थोड़ा दिल पिघलता ही नहीं. We all do that only. That is a very good thing. Nowadays, everybody is superficially loving or superficially concerned or any emotions. Only facially they show. In the mind, कुछ भी नहीं होता. वो दिन चले गए, अभी भूला, पूछने पर भी नहीं आते हो. The food changed, the food made people changed. All that made the mind so raw, so rotten, so solid, strong like iron or stone that वो पिघलता ही नहीं वो. It is such a baddest thing while living in a relative world. That's called animalistic way, that they are not concerned about each other. But if that is the nature now with which whole world is there, now let us encash it. Spiritually, you can encash it. Maintain yourself, the rock solid Ahamatma, and outside, whatever व्यवहार is that, do it. फंसो मत. काम तो होना तो हो गया, कर दिया मैंने. But I'm not missing my Aham Brahmasmi. Is it not? This is called as Sarveshu Abhikshna Madbhavam. And the real challenge is when we are in the world of multiplicity, especially where other individuals are there in their own ignorance, taking themselves as a jiva and looking at us also other individual. That time is the greatest challenge for us to maintain our own Aham Brahmasmi Vritti, to maintain everything is same Brahman, yet living a functional entity. There also, when other people do it this and that way, not reacting to that, all this put together is spiritual sadhana. याद आ रहा है कि नहीं, समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? That is a big challenge to us. When I am all alone, first of all, I don't know whether I have got knowledge or not. Second, there is no chance of testing. Only when I move in the world, I can check whether I am stabilized in my Aham Brahmasmi practice and Sarvam Jagat Kalu Idam Brahma practice. And there are some people, they don't agree with you, they fight with you, they argue with you, they don't even respect you, they insult you. At that time, yeah, मैं ब्रह्म बन गया, तुम मेरे को ऐसे बेइज्जत करते हो. At that time, all that person expressing is through Upadhi. If you give a value, there is a value to the purpose. If you give a purpose, there is a purpose to it. If you don't attribute the purpose, it's only a play. That's it. Drop it. This is where, even after many years of Vedanta Shravana, people cannot catch what to do as sadhana. That is what Bhagavan is teaching here. Sarveshu abhikshnam madbhavam bhavyatah pumsaha. Okay? क्या होगा उससे? सर्वस्पर्धा सोया तिरस्कारा साहंकारा वियंति ही. दिस इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट श्लोक. दैट्स वाई 3 दिन से हम डेली थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ रहे हैं. If this is not practiced, our hearts will not change. Unless our heart purifies and visualizes Paramatma everywhere, we are not becoming mukta. समस्या हृदय में है दुनिया को परमात्मा के भिन्न के रूप में देखने का. Again I am repeating, it is in the heart there is a problem of seeing the world as other than God. In the heart only, we have to change that thing and remove that problem by heartily accepting everything as Paramatma. Logic is told, Shruti is told, and those who have practiced it, how they are in a joy of liberation, that example also is seen or shown. What is left now is doing actually. See, in bhakti, sarvam bhagavad swarupam, named Bhagavad Vyasa. In the whole jagat, it is a Brahman, that Brahma Vyasa. And I am not the Jiva or Deha, Aham Atma Asmi. This Atma Vyasa, these three are must to be done. Without that, the negativities go away, will never go away. That's why we'll see in Yoga Sutras, after telling Chitta and variety of the vrittis and all, as long as they are allowed to stay, how they put you in samsara, therefore that vritti nirodha you have to do, and the only sadhana for that is abhyasa and vairagya, he will tell. Abhyasa vairagya abhyam tan nirodha. We are going to blend our Vedantic classes with Yoga Sutras and enjoy going to study our thing. I'm trying, let's see how the Lord works out. Like in the evening class, we are quoting our sutras. When we study sutras, Vedanta also will bring together. We understand where to reach, what to achieve, and how to do what to do. I'm talking here about the Atma Abhyasa, the Brahma Abhyasa, Bhagavad Abhyasa are the only ones, when strongly, deeply done, will remove the Anatma Tadatmya, the Jagat's Namarupa Satya Tadatmya, and somebody is other than Vivana Tadatmya. Other than Bhagavan Val. All is in the mind, please remember. Mind goes into sleep and loses all the removes all problems for us temporarily. But mind per se itself has got the vasanas behind, habits within her to differentiate the world or cover the Paramatma and project the world of Rupanama and giving reality to it. That has to be removed, Baba. If the antibiotic doesn't go to the root and removes that, whatever the antibodies, then the disease will go on relapsing. So the antibiotic of Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma or Aham Brahmasmi or I am everything is the self and all. If it is not going to the point of disease called as our own heart, and from there if we don't remove completely and replace it with everything is Bhagavan Wala thought. So that thought, everything is Bhagavan, removes the thought of there are things, something other than Paramatma. Then when the negative is removed by positive, positive also throw away. We don't need even the thought, we are in the experience. अनुभव के लिए वृत्ति की जरूरत नहीं है. That is why वृत्ति निरोध के बाद ही आत्मा अनुभव होता है. That's why चित्त वृत्ति निरोधः. Chitta is not a problem. Chitta is a consciousness only. In the chitta, when the vrittis come, the samsara happens. When the vritti nirodha is done, not chitta nirodha. चित्त वृत्तियों का निरोध होने से चित्त ही चित हो जाता है. And what to carry now are all the opposite vrittis. We remove them by the positive vrittis. So चुबा हुआ कांटे को दूसरे कांटे से निकाला, दोनों फेंक दिया. Medicine removes the disease causing bacteria and that also goes away from the body. Is it? That's what you do. Use detergent to wash the cloth. So without the dirt, the detergent also goes away. You wash the utensils with all that dishwash powder. both of them goes away. I can nahi. What remains? Its original purity. Whether it's a cloth or utensil or house, जहाँ भी करो, जो स्वयं का स्वच्छता शुद्धता प्रस्फुट प्रकट होता है. In the same way, the thought level of negativity is removed by thought level of positivity. Both when removed, thought free, pure experience dawns. That everything is Brahman and that is me. Everything is a word for those who have not yet experienced. For those who are experienced, every and thing, these words are not there. I alone am there, that's it. There's no concept of Kala Desha to say that I alone am there everywhere and every time. These are all we seeing Kala Desha and Desha Kala Kruta Jagat. For us it is explained, Veda, when you know the Atma, Atma alone is everywhere, Atma alone is at every time, Atma alone is in everything. That is told to us, we are seekers. But the one who reached the self, this language doesn't work there. Atma is everywhere, at every time, in everything. Because everywhere rupee place, every time rupee time, everything rupee name and form, they are not there. One self alone is there. That is the Anumoti. Slowly you can understand that. As we proceed in our study of Upanishads, Vedanta again and again, second round, third round, fourth round, when we do it, those deeper things click to us. But this is important. Sarveshna Bhikshnam Mad Bhavam Bhavayantah Pumsaha Spardha Swetaraskaraha Sahankara Vyantihi. And when we are that way in the heart, purely seeing Paramatma, केवल differences के लिए ही बाहर हम differentiate कर रहे हैं, not beyond that. इसका next expression is the outside, without feeling your own lajja, without feeling what others say, without yourself with your deha and others with other deha. Do this practice. Whether it is go kara, there's a donkey or the horse, or it can be a chandala and it can be cow. Whichever it may be, pranameta dandavat bhumau. Just to remove even those traces of shyness born out of our own little identity with this body, little identity that those jivas are in that body, little identity that others are insulting me or feeling bad about it or laughing at me. Even इसको भी फेंकने के लिए और कंफर्म करने के लिए even आश्वचांडाल गो खर are there, just दंडवत प्रणमेत भूमौ. Now here what is the trick is there? As I many times said in earlier classes, we saw when I am in meditation, soham, I am the Brahma. But when I am upaditadatmya, dasoham. Is it? When I am dasaha, dasa for whom? To everyone other than me. What are everything other than me? Sometimes it can be cow, it can be donkey, it can be a horse, it can be a chandala. The otherwise low level accepted things. The otherwise accepted things as very low. They also are other than me, as called Bhagavan. Therefore, I am dasa to them. Therefore, pranameta dandavat bhuma. जीव भाव में शरीर तादात्म्य से आते ही तुरंत ईश्वर के दास बनना है और ध्यान में जीव भाव को पार करके हम ब्रह्मास्मि में बैठ जाना चाहिए. Even while expressing outer the individual jiva bhava, I am conscious that the functional entity in me is becoming dasa to the Ishvara, who is a total functional entity. But both of them, I am the substratum, the Parabrahma. That is there in that Brahmagnani. Brahmagnani sarvam khalvidam Brahma anubhav mein rehte हुए ही in vyavahara, in through him when an individuality, functional individuality is brought, it is always should be submissive and sub to the totality called Ishvara. Everything is Ishvara other than me. So to everyone it does pranam. That's why we said one word dasoham. उसको समझो तो बाकी समझ में आता. Inside there is nothing other than me. I am Brahmasmi Soham. Outside there is an Ishvara. To him I am dasaha. What is dasa? Which who has no freedom of his own. He will be doing only that which is told. He will not be doing which is not told. That's it, dasa. He will take whatever is given. He will not demand. Dasa is what? Just absolutely totally surrendered individual who has no his own little of specific individuality precipitating. देखने के लिए है, लेकिन खुद के लिए अलग अपना है ही नहीं. It's a very beautiful thing if one can understand it and even reach to that level. Like in any of the instruments, machinery, every part does its job. It doesn't make samsara with other parts. And beyond its job, it doesn't involve in anything. That way, conscious like machine, only when we stick to our work given to us by the Lord. Beyond that, we don't think ourselves as special or individual, important, nor give value to others with spardha. So, yeah, just remain without expecting anything. That highest level of conscious living is called as dasa bhava. That is why all these bhaktas outside are called as dasas. Is it not? Dasa bhava. After that only Bhagavan gives us permission to surrender to him, to be his friend. After that we surrender completely. Then we are not to Dasyam, then only the Sakhyam, then only the Atmanivedanam. After Atmanivedanam, Aham Brahmasmi, Atmanivedanam are say. But Dasa Bhava is greatest, highest. At that level, till of ego also is not allowed to rise its hood of like a serpent. And to practice this only, all these Parama Vaishnava Bhaktas again and again say, Dasoham, Tad Vrutya, Vrutya, Vrutyasya, Vrutyoham, Dasosmam, Akinchanoham, Nishulka Dasika. If this bhavana of Vaishnavas, for a long time, if we don't develop, that ego in us, which is detrimental to me and others, and my sadhana will not be eliminated. And added to that, not only they fall at the feet of the Lord in that so much of a crying mood of I am your dasa, I am your dasa. They add one more thing to that, that we are so grateful, O Lord, to you that you gave me this occasion or opportunity to be your dasa. That is why every government employee is called government servant. बट ये सर उठाकर अहंकारी से जीता है वो कभी समझता नहीं व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सर्वेंट. If they understand, they don't trouble any of the customers or the people who come to them. That is a sadhana. If the government servant lazily accept the praja as government and he is their servant and humbly behaves, only one life he will be government servant. Next life he is a Jivan Mukta. Because by being humble to everybody coming as customers, as they are God and I'm their servant, they are government, I'm servant, he is venting out all his laziness, ego, extra likes and dislikes, all chala gaya. That's training given. That's why in many places that language, फोन करते हाँ ये कस्टमर केयर है, कहिएगा मैं हम आपके क्या सेवा कर सकते हैं. That they do it for profession. Spirituality is a profession. For spiritual profession also same thing has to be done outside called as Aham Dasa Hasmi. Then only the inner all commotions go away. And that is an actual thing. We are a Dasa to world, and that in being a Dasa only there is a fulfillment. Because the Dasa is taken care of by the Lord. The moment other than Dasya Bhava, little individuality we have maintained, we have separated ourselves from the world of totality, then that ego poisonous, called as Maya and Moha, starts troubling us. Wow, wonderful it is. We should all experience this in our life and revel in that. Outside Dasoham, inside Soham. Clear? Therefore, Visrujya Swayamanan Swan. Don't worry about the people who look at you and laugh at you. Then, Daikim Drusham Visrujya. Don't worry to see from the body standpoint. Then, Vridam Cha Visrujya. That all shyness which you had, taking yourself as a Deha, सब उसको छोड़कर प्रणमेत दंडवत भूमौ. जय सैल्यूट दंडवत on the भूमि. आश्व चांडाला गोखरम. Let it be donkey, horse, or human being, or cow, or sandal, कोई भी हो. In that only the same Paramatma is there. refuse to see anything, anybody other than Paramatma, and refuse to maintain any ego, accept everything as Paramatma and express as Dasa outside. Inside, Aham Brahmasmi. Other than me, the pure self, nothing. Wow. Is it not? The moment you closed eyes or doors or entered the room, entered into Aham Brahmasmi. The moment Utthana Dasha happened, Utthana Dasha means awakening to this world and involving it, immediately you are Dasa. Today we will see it in the Adhyatma Ramayana. She was in deep meditation of Brahma Tattva only. Who? Kausalya Mata. The moment Sumitra comes and wakes her up, Ramji aaye hai. Turant she awakens and comes into that Putra Vatsalyata Matrubhava and Poo takes him into Godi and gives him all the sweets to eat. He doesn't take, he says it's the time for not to enjoy. I am going to forest. कोई भी बीच वाला हमको ना आइडेंटिटी नहीं चाहिए. सो हम दासो हम. That's it. And as a dasa, whatever the position Bhagavan gives or the duty, at that I do. Like I am given a chance of talking. So my talking is my dasa bhava to the Lord. Dasyam, it's called technically. सेवक करता है सेवा, दास करता है दास्यम. किंकर मतलब किमपि करोति, जो भी कहो कहते हो किंकर. This is the only way by which friend-like looking enemy called as our own excessive ahankara, all that can be eliminated. याद रखना. Let us stabilize our wisdom, this wisdom of ours, and let us stabilize this wisdom in our heart. This is the wisdom we have to get into. Let us practice it and enjoy it. Other than that, don't see the world as real. Don't take yourself as a specified individuality. Never compare others and have that spardha swaya tiraskara. This is all बच्चों का खेल, अज्ञानियों का खेल है, मूर्खों का खेल है, भवसागर में डूबने वाले दुखी संसारियों का खेल है. Do you want to continue? Continue. How the Mahatma lives. Be a Mahatma. Be a Bhagavata. Not a Bhogavata and Rogavata. Murkhavata, Ajnanaval, Murkhaval. No. Now you understand Bhagavata dharmas. What Bhagavan Krishna is expecting us to do so that he is not benefited. It is we who are benefited to be freed from our own samsara. लवली पोर्शन. आई टेल यू, हर दिन बैठ के इसी को पढ़ना है, इसी को चिंतन करना है, इसी का अभ्यास, इसी में रमना है. इसके आगे पीछे दाएं दाएं ऊपर नीचे, व्हाट इज दैट? That is why Bhagavan will, in 8-9 slokas, I was surprised to see, he is again and again saying to Uddhava, अरे बापा मैंने तुमको सारा ज्ञान का सार दिया, which is not available even to the gods. And I told you repeatedly, again and again, there's no knowledge greater than this, my boy. Make use of it and realize. He is going to say, in 2 days we are going to see that. With that, Krishna Upadesha concludes of the entire 11th skandha. He was talking about all 28 chapters so far and the essence of all of that which he taught in the 29th. So I told you Vyasa Paddhati, that is up to 28 chapters. I told you Samasa Paddhati in the 29th chapter you asked me therefore. So Samasa Vyasa Videna Sarva Mukta. Do that. Same in Prashnopanishad also. Beta, this is what you asked me, this is what I know, this is what I can tell you, and mind you, this alone is enough for you to know and realize there is nothing more. Therefore, do this solely, don't go here and there. Natah paramasti, namah paramarusibhyo, namah paramarusibhya, etavadeva aham janami, natah paramasti. You remember? Prashnopanishad se आखिर में Then they say, Akska Bhavasagara Taritavan Asmakam Pita Asi Bhavan. In this way, they do such a salutations to that Guru. Pipalada Rishi. Beautiful that. We should stay in the ashramas and in that mood study the Upanishads and revel in that. Puranas, Itihasas. ऐसा माहौल बना के एंजॉय करना. Not this way. 2 मिनट सीखते बैठते भी नहीं हम. The fear of current goes away, internet goes away, So many distractions, no care at all that some Swami is speaking from there because he's not in front. In this mood, you are watching only movie and I'm acting like a cinema actor. There's nothing more than that. Really go there and just create that atmosphere, stick to that ashram discipline till it becomes a habit, and there when you revel with the Guru, he's Vipalada, and Shukesha Bharadwaja, Shaibhyasha Satyakamaha, Sauryani Garigaha, or Shaunaka going to Angirasa, or the Prachina Yogya going to Mahachamasya in the Taittiriya Upanishad. कभी वो जिंदगी हमको चाहिए भगवान प्लीज टेक मी बैक फ्रॉम दिस यूजुअल कलियुग टू दैट ऋषि काल the times of rishis and stay in that ashrama, stay in that prakriti with pure heart inside and every moment tears in the eyes of seeing eka brahma tattva sarvatra. Enough of these struggles as a jiva trying to get permanent happiness in the temporary things and getting kicked by everybody around. Nobody kicks us, by the way. We are kicked by our own ignorance through them. Because of ignorance, we are deluded. Because of delusion, we are ego. Because we are in ego, other person also ego. Therefore, we compare, then we create raga dvesha, then we misbehave, then we get kicked. Our stupidity only kicks us. Ignorance and delusion. May we transcend it and revel in that revelation of this self. Okay? Now, next one. यावत् सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भावः न उपजायते तावत् एव उपासीत वाङ्मनः काय वृत्तिभिः. यावत्, as long as सर्वेषु भूतेषु, in all the beings, irrespective of jati, manushya, pashu, pakshi, vanaspati, and in that also in the manushya or pashu, no differentiation. Sarveshu bhuteshu. Yavat, till madbhavaha no upajayate. I alone am there, this bhava is not developed. Till that time, tavat evam upasita. Do all these upasanas. And vang manah kaya vrittivihi. With the vani, with the mana, with kaya vritti. Vritti means performance. Vag vritti, vritti means vartanam, varta, vyavahar. Vag vritti, mano vritti, kaya vritti. Say, go on doing this upasana. So only three upasanas. Sarvam Atma, Sarvam Brahma, Sarvam Mama Ishtadevata Paramatma. All the three are not different. From the Srishti given little important standpoint, it is called Sarvam by Bhagavan Ishvara. Giving the standpoint, giving importance to the individuality, there Sarvam Atma, Atma, Atma. And transcending even that individualization, it is called as Sarvam Brahma, Brahma, Brahma. Sarvam Atma, Sarvam Brahma, Sarvam Ekameva Paramatma or Ishvara. Iska hi abhyas, iska hi abhyas, iska abhyas. Sarvam Atma means what? Seeming different Panchakosha named upadhis. Beyond that, the Atma is there, which is one without second. Clear? When you reach to the one without like second Atma, it is Brahma. Brahman alone with his Maya, becoming Ishvara, and he is alone expressing in the world as in so many variety forms. This expression is only projection, imaginary, not real. Real is reality. Dekho, this is what we are seeing right from the time of Mandukya Upanishad. Hope at least some of us, little at least we caught up. We caught the idea, not caught up. What is that? You may use ornaments any part of the body. You may use your pot or gamla for various works. Yet, that pot and gamla is not real. The mud alone is real. Both are important. As much important is mud alone is real, so much important is the pot is not real. अगेन मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूं, सारे काम हो रहे हैं इन उपाधियों से, फिर भी वो सत्य नहीं है. सत्य परमात्मा ही है, परम ब्रह्म ही, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं. इनटू दैट नॉलेज वी हैव टू एंटर. दैट्स व्हाट यावद एवं यावत् सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भावः न उपजायते तावत् एवम् उपासीत वांग मनः काय वृत्तिभिः. एक ही साधना भी मरते दम तक. Close the eyes, remember everyone, say that it is Paramatma, he is Paramatma. Open the eyes, whatever the Rupanama are seen, it is Paramatma. When the ears are listening various sounds, all that is Paramatma. When you are smelling, everything Paramatma. कुछ भी टंग में गिर रहा है, टेस्ट सब परमात्मा ही है. Even this upadhi is also Paramatma. Antakarana also is Paramatma. The aham spurana, that also is Paramatma. Is it not? The earring is gold. The ring in the finger is gold. The nose ring is gold. The hand ring is gold. The neck ring is gold. Everything is gold. Are you झूठ थोड़ी बोल रहे हैं आप? You're not speaking lie. It's a truth. In the same way, ocean is water, river is water, pond is water, the lake is water. A well is water. सब पानी है. झूठ थोड़ी बोल रहे हैं आप. Is it not? So in this we have to. And don't get carried away the people who are talking language differences so vehemently, so strongly. वो उनका आदत है, हमारा भी वही था आदत, वही हमको फंसाया था. हम उससे बाहर आ रहे हैं अभी. आने के टाइम इस साधना पे दृष्टि देना, not anything else. And when one establishes in this sadhana, as I told you the other day, like you are in such a Benz car and seated in your place, very nicely built, you are on a highway which has no obstruction anywhere, there is no problem on the road, and you are enjoying your ride journey, you are enjoying this side, that side, entire Prakriti. How beautiful will be that travel. In the same way, when we establish in this reality, not concept, that everything is Paramatma, our every moment will be in that smooth ride. That is what we are here for. And the moment I am an individual, others are individual, therefore there is a comparison, therefore Aspardha, Suya, that is called a bumpy, jumpy road. That's a road with all the curves and unexpected sudden intrusions of something on the road. How pathetic would be the travel when you are going through a very busy market, because to that village there is no bypass. आजकल हर जगह में छोटे छोटे गांव से लेकर इवन बड़े बड़े स्टेट हेडक्वार्टर्स के लिए भी देयर आर bypasses. If there's no job for you inside, you just bypass and go through highway. The national highways, the international highways, state highways are there bypass. But that place where is no bypass, you have to go through village. In the village when you enter, you have traveled all that. हर बार देख इस विलेज को छोड़ा उस दूसरे विलेज में आने तक बढ़िया सुहाना सफर. The moment you enter the village, the dust there, the nalas they are flowing, small children playing there, the cows are there, the goats are there, the dogs are there, the buffaloes are there, the bullock carts are there. Road is not at all good. Funny turnings are there. Any old man is in front walking. कितना मुश्किल होता है चलाना. 100 kilometers drove on the highway. 5 kilometers in the village. There is more pain in this than that. The wear and tear into the vehicle, the consumption of petrol extra, all that happens in that only, not on the highway. पेट्रोल का भी आप देखो, 40 किलोमीटर से कम जाओगे तो पेट्रोल ज्यादा पीता है. हो 40 से 70 तक जाओ तो कम कंज्यूम होता है पेट्रोल, 70 के ज्यादा फिर से ज्यादा. Our life also, if we want to have the smooth ride, let us see everywhere Paramatma. Any differentiation is like going through that very, what is say, crowded marketplace. And और उसी गांव में शादियां कहीं हो रहे हैं, कोई कहीं मर गया है, कोई मेला चल रहा है उधर, कोई टेम्पल है वहाँ क्राउड है, कोई फेस्टिवल है. Can you travel? How tough it is. I hope you have gone through that. It is many times. हम गणपति के लिए हम गए विसर्जन, जाना आना इतना मुश्किल है. कुंभ मेला, how tough it to go up to the water, take bath and come back. कोई exhibition हो, कोई a big rallies of any sorts. I'm giving various examples. Only to say, the mind filled with the vision of other than Bhagavan, of that person, the life is sort of self-made. And the one who visualizes Paramatma in everything, every being, every situation, every object, every place, every time, every happening. उन्हीं को देखना, उन्हीं के कृपा को देखना, उन्हीं के संकल्प को देखना, उन्हीं के करतूत को देखना. कारतूस नहीं. कारतूस इज बुलेट. बुलेट के बाद होता है कारतूस. आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट दे से. Kartut means doing deed. It is his doing. It is his presence. Refuse to accept anything other than him. बस जिद्दी करो, इसमें जिद कर देना बस. Let the whole world, including God himself, come and say, अरे मेरे अलावा और कुछ है. भगवान आपको क्या आता? हमारे स्वामी जी ने बोला भागवत पढ़कर भगवान के अलावा और कुछ नहीं है, हम उनको मानते, आपको नहीं. Refuse. See the मजा in the life. चोट लगा, भगवान की कृपा. धोखा हो गया, भगवान का कृपा. किसी ने प्रेम किया, भगवान की कृपा. किसी ने छोड़ के गए, भगवान की कृपा. क्या किसी का, I mean, is there anything in the world has any courage or majal to disturb us? देखो. And if this vision of everywhere God is not there, which is a fact, God alone is everywhere. Everywhere धक्का खाते ही रहते. You know, there are some two-wheelers. We used to have we had a lot of experiences and examples. Vehicle is going in some speed, two-wheeler. If you reduce the speed and bring it to gear number 1, suddenly वो रुक जाता है. फिर उसको धक्का देना पड़ता है. तभी वो start. In the same way, our life, any small little issue comes, the ego is prestigious, and all the happiness is gone, and we become dukhi. And every moment in that dukkha only. कोई है ही नहीं शांति. एक बार देखो, टटोल कर अपने आप को कि क्या हम जिंदगी जी रहे हैं. उस दिन बताया, याद है, 10-15 दिन में कबाड़ खाना बना दिया हमने अपने आप को. डंपिंग यार्ड. स्टे 5 days इन ए डंपिंग यार्ड. 5 सेकंड भी नहीं रह सकते. We are in the dumping yard of our own mind, in the kabad of the raga, desha, kama, krodha, irshya, asuya, spardha, tiraskara, ahankara. Everything is dirt. And in amidst that, you want to have a fragrant life. How can we? This is called knowledge. Ki I am creating kachra around me and wanting to be peaceful and happy there. You know, in your own house, everything dust, everything is cobwebs. Everywhere the things are scattered here and there. And you want to be happily living in that house. Is it possible? They give a live space ad, no? In cricket mein, beach mein. Everything is chaotic. And that only you give them money, they come and set everything. Same way we made our life so funny and you want to be happy, nahi ho sakta. And millions of things need not be known or done. Only one. Everywhere Paramatma. Bas itna karo. Mere Kanha, Mera Ram, Mere Bhagavan Shiva, Mere Girdhar Gopal, Mere Maya. हर जगह पे है. Silently do it. Strongly do it. Let us do it. This is the most beautiful topic of our study in our life. We are going through. Thank God. Thank you. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. This portion is important and loving. And after this we will end this Bhagavatam. इसको लेकर ही मैं इसको तुरंत नहीं छोड़ रहा हूँ. Otherwise, taking 15 minutes extra, one shloka literally telling you, I can go ahead. हो गया खत्म करके. But somehow this portion of उद्धव कृष्ण संवाद, जैसे ना गन्ने के जूस वाला, इसको इतना मैं तो, अरे यार 10 रुपए ज्यादा दे, ले तो जल्दी करना. You will not live till the last drop of the juice is taken. बार बार लगाएगा, घुमाएगा. It's all that. We also should take गन्ने का जूस of this Bhagavata, at least this portion. At least this portion. बाकी तो बहुत चीजें हम इतना डीपली तो नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं, टाइम देकर नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं, बार बार तो नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं. ये वाला पोर्शन. And this is the essence of all Vedanta. This is the essence of all Bhakti Shastra. This is the essence of all the yoga. This is the essence of all karma. This is the essence of all Adhyatmic sadhana. This is the means for moksha. और क्या चाहिए इससे बढ़कर? Thank you. Study our Ramayanam. In Ramayana also great portion coming up.